Hello guys, this is Zeta of Team ARKEN, and for today's video, I'll be showing you guys my updated black-based Wargreymon deck that utilizes the newest Greymon archetype cards from ST-15 Dragon of Courage. Without further ado, let us begin. Of course, starting with the Digitama, we are using 4 copies of the new Gatomon from ST-15. So basically, you get 1k extra DP whenever an attack is redirected, and it works for both turns. So it works whenever you raid or block. Now for our level 3s, we are using only 3 copies of the new Agumon from ST-15. Its effect gets you 1 extra memory at the start of your main phase if your opponent controls a Digimon. Its CSS also gets you another 1 memory whenever an attack target is changed, and it works for both turns, which is really good. Next, I decided to run 1 copy of the BT8 Black Agumon over a 4th copy of the ST-15 Agumon just because it can add up to 2 cards if you're lucky. So it adds 1 Dragonkin and 1 Greymon type Digimon. Next, the notorious BT12 Agumon from the older Wargreymon lists before the ban list. I think this is very mandatory. It adds 1 Greymon and 1 Yagami Taichi. Also, provides that ever so valuable 1k extra DP. And lastly, 4 copies of the highly controversial Black Agumon X. Everyone thinks this card sucks, but if you're running the black base, I think it's almost mandatory. At least 3 copies. If the high play cost bothers you, you can run another copy of the BT8 or ST-15 Agumon. I decided to bump this card up to 4 for the extra draw whenever you slide Evo, for the protection, and because it also adds a black tamer and not only Greymon or Omnimon cards. Now for our level 4 lineup. 4 copies of the new security / blocker Greymon Digimon from ST-15. What else can I say? This card is so good. When hitting your security, it plays a Yagami Taichi or an Agumon from your hand or trash for free, which is really strong. Its CSS also gives you an extra memory whenever an attack is redirected, same as the Agumon. It's a very good card. It's also one of the reasons why I decided to play the black base for now. So, imagine being a security Digimon and being a blocker at the same time. Playing Tamers for free and Digimon, way too good. Next, 3 copies of the BT12 Greymon. Plays a Yagami Taichi for free if you don't control one yet, and provides extra DP. Of course, the notorious mofo, which is Greymon X Virus. Everyone hates this card. Even I hate it still, but you know, you have to run it. Basically, your win button, evolution cost, reduction, and protection at the same time. It's too strong. And lastly, only 2 copies of the Red Greymon X. I only use 2 because we are using the black base. Also, you can't evo this over our current Agumon lineup because it's red. It can be replaced with Deltamon for cheaper evos, but this card being searchable and the protection is too valuable. So you can search this card. Now for our level 5 lineup. 4 copies of the BT12 Raid Metal Greymon. Raiding while playing a tamer for free is good. It also gives piercing ESS. If needed, you can replace 1 to 2 copies of this card with the BT8 Metal Greymon if needed. Of course, 1 copy of the Metal Greymon X Virus. Spot removal, protection, and it trashes your opponent's security whenever your Digimon unsuspends. It's a good one-off in my opinion, especially in a black-based Wargreymon build. It can be replaced with Alterous mode depending on the area that you're playing at. And lastly, 3 copies of the Metal Greymon X BT9. It's not searchable with our training cards and memory boosts, but the extra DP and extra security check for heavy aggression while being able to play defensive is too good. So it turns your Wargreymons into big walls, basically, after swinging for a lot of damage. And of course now for our mega lineup, 3 copies of the powerful BT12 Raid Wargreymon. Big DP, double swings with Raid, and cock blocks your opponent with crazy DP boosts. So, really strong. 2 copies of Gatomon BT9. Metal Greymon Raid, 2x antibody Evo effect. To Gatomon is a very deadly combo. It can get rid of really big stacks easily. The Digiball plus Blitz works wonders against bigger stacks, like I said, that you can out DP. Also, the extra security check is very good for aggression. Of course, a meme card, I think. 1 copy of Wargreymon Ace for the surprise factor. This card can be replaced with Black Wargreymon if you want to. I'm only running this just for the surprise factor. And lastly, 1 Omnimon X BT10 for spot removal and security mine sweeping. So for those pesky security bombs, this is your solution. Now for our option cards. 3 copy of the new defense training card. It greatly improves the consistency of this deck while reducing the evo cost of your stacks. So pretty much is Greymon X Virus 2.0, but a little better because it searches your cards. 1 copy of Black Memory Boost. It is able to search 2 cards deeper than defense training. That's why I still run 1 copy. But you can easily replace this with the 4th copy. It's fine. It's just a matter of preference. 2 copies of X Antibody or X Kotai. No brainer, no explanation needed. You can run 3 if you want. I think 2 is fine for now. 1 copy of Hades Force for Tamer and Digimon Hate. You can run more depending on your area's current metagame. So if you're against a lot of Hunters players, you can run this card at free if you want to. It's fine. 1 copy of Trident Arm, my favorite tech card. Excellent for dealing with big Digimon, and it combos well with the new ST-15 Agumon and Greymon. Now for our tamers. 3 copies of the BT12 Yagami Taichi for memory gain from evolving and for giving your Digimons blocker and extra DP. And lastly, 2 copies of the new ST-15 Yagami Taichi. It grants you draw power and DP whenever an attack is redirected, and also works both turns. So it is a very good black tamer. You can replace this card with Yuya if you're against a lot of security control players. Depends on the area that you're playing at, like I said. So guys, always remember, the beauty of playing Greymon decks is that you can always adjust your deck build depending on which decks are dominating in your area. So don't be afraid to adjust builds 10 minutes before the start of a tournament. So better prepared than sorry, right? So guys, that's it for today's deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Peace.